Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome if you are new. I'm so happy to be here, and I am so happy that you guys are here today. Today, we have a very fun and exciting video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about my Valentine's Day romance recommendations. So I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know you need some romance books to read. So these are some of my favorites that I have pulled that I think would be either fast read, or there's one longer one that I don't think you could read in one day, but if you could, I would be very impressed with you. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about some of my recent favorite romances, and also books that I think would be perfect for Valentine's Day for you guys. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's just hop right into these adorable Valentine's Day reads. So the first books that I have to talk to you guys are really about the author. They're more importantly, and that is Jessica Joyce. I have The X-Files for you and You with a View. These are two both amazing books that I think you would absolutely love and devour on Valentine's Day. The first book, You with a View, is about our main character who ends up finding a picture of her grandmother with a man that she does not recognize and is not her grandfather. She is also pursuing a love of photography, but doesn't think that she could actually make a career out of it. So she ends up making a cinematic video asking TikTok if anyone recognizes the man that is in this photo with her grandfather. Someone does respond back, and she ends up meeting the man in the photo and realizing that his grandson that contacted her was actually her high school rival. Now, Theo is a very successful businessman, but there are more to his story than what is happening, and Theo, his grandfather, and our main character Noelle end up embarking on a journey across the country, going on the honeymoon trip that would have happened had her grandma and Theo's grandfather gotten married as they had planned to do, and you learn a bit more about that story on the way. I think that this was such a cute love story, and I absolutely loved how TikTok was used, which is very strange for me because every time TikTok is mentioned in a book, I absolutely hate it. So this was a very fun book, and I think that you would really love it. My favorite book by Jessica Joyce is The X-Files because Eli Mora is the best book boyfriend there has ever been, because this man, what he does for her, the gestures that he has done, will make you cry, will make you swoon, and will make you so happy. This story is about our two exes, Georgia and Eli, who are no longer together but have to come together to plan their best friend's wedding that is going off the rails and is a complete nightmare. The two have to organize lenders, there's some forced proximity in here, and slowly you realize why they broke up, why they should be together, and all of the things in between. I absolutely loved this story. It is one of my favorite romances of all time. It is a 6-star read for me, and if there's one book that you take from this list, please let it be this, because I know second chance romance books are scary, and I don't like second chance romance books, but this is an amazing book, and it has second chance romance done beautifully. I have a similar situation for my next recommendations for you guys. I think that you should read anything Elsie Silver on Valentine's Day because everyone wants to read about a cowboy on Valentine's Day. I obviously have my Elsie Silver collection here, but the Chestnut Springs is by far her most amazing series. So we have the first book, which these are all interconnected standalones, but Flawless is one of my favorites in the series. This book is about Rhett and Summer, and Summer is trying to help Rhett come back after he was canceled for getting caught saying something, which is actually ridiculous. You will find out what it is because I don't want to spoil that for you. It is so funny. And the two then end up being forced to travel together for the rest of the bull riding circuit season. And Summer and Rhett's relationship is so much fun. They do not like each other, and I just remember cackling so hard at some of the very gentlemanly things he did for her, even though he didn't like her, but he was like, I was raised right, so I'm going to do these things. And it is such a fun and cute story. I also had to mention my favorite book in this series, which is Heartless. This is an age gap romance between the eldest brother in the Eaton family and his nanny, who's also Summer's best friend, and the relationship that happens in this book is so adorable. But I think my favorite relationship in this book is the relationship between Cade's son Luke and Willa, because she is his nanny and they are the cutest thing together. There are some of my favorite micro tropes in this book as well, and it is just the best. Cade is needing some help because his nanny is getting old and he needs someone to keep up with his young son, and Willa is in need of a job. She's like, my brother's bar, which I work at, is closed for renovations. I need something to do. Why not become a nanny for this cute kid on the ranch? And the two ensue on a very fun dynamic of them living together and navigating around each other during the summer, because Kate does not want to fall for her, and that's exactly why he should. The next book that I have for you is Whiskey Business by Elliot Fletcher. This is one of my favorite romances of all time as well, and the second book in this interconnected standalone series is coming out this year, and I cannot wait. I have begged the publisher for an advance reader copy because I need it in my grubby little hands right now. This book is about April. She is a celebrity, and she is coming home to her whiskey distillery that she has inherited after her grandfather passed on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. The only problem is the grumpy whiskey distiller doesn't want her there. So it is a rivals to lovers in a sense, but they are so much fun. Mal is the most blushing, grumpy man. His anxiety representation in this book was so good, and I love watching him in April's story. Iggy is obsessed with her, and there's nothing more that is better than a man who is obsessed with the woman in a book. So this was the cutest story. The Scottish Isles setting was also absolutely amazing, and I need everything and more that this author writes because it's truly fantastic. The story was so cute and the covers are like gorgeous. The last book that I have to talk to you guys about is my longer book. It is if you want some deliciously written tension and a bit of a dark romance. This is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. This book, I tabbed the tension-filled scenes, the scenes that I loved, the quotes that I wanted to remember that were on my Kindle, because this book's tension is so good. You could cut it with a knife. This book is a twisted tale on The Little Mermaid, but it is about Vanessa, who is like our Ursula character, and she does the dirty work for her uncle's business. If he has a problem that needs to be taken care of, Vanessa will do it. She is quite underappreciated and was only kind of there in the family to get things done that they needed to get done. We then have Enzo, who is part of the mafia in New York City and is engaged to Vanessa's cousin, except when he comes home to meet his fiance's family, he meets Vanessa, the cousin, and is absolutely taken with her and realizes that he doesn't want his fiance that he's married to for this business arrangement. He actually wants Vanessa. It is amazing. I have the Walmart exclusive edition as well of this book, which means that I get the delicious fan art that's in the book too. If you wanted a chonkier, more angsty, a bit of a darker read for Valentine's Day, this is definitely the one that I think that you should pick up. Alright everybody, those are all of the books that I have to talk to you guys about today. I think that my Valentine's Day read might be a Catherine Cowell's book because that was my current obsession. I'm really into romantic suspense, so if you have any romantic suspense recommendations, definitely leave them in the comments below because I'm always looking for more romantic suspense books. We'll have to see what I feel in the mood for because, as you guys know, chronic mood reader over here, who knows what I will be reading on Valentine's Day. But I hope that you guys were able to find a book that you wanted to pick up. I tried to mix some more popular and more unknown books in this kind of mix for you guys to find something that you might want to read on that day. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Definitely let me know about any romantic suspense recommendations. And with all of that said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.